Alright, first off, want to say all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth, the sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom. This is the brother Irawam from the James Jamaica camp, and just want to do a short lesson, or basically, it's going to be a short video based upon a testimony, right? And basically, it's just to exhort brothers just to bear in mind that the Lord will be performing miracles in these last days, or through his men. There will be a lot of miracles being done in these last days, right? And especially if you're a part of the elect, you're going to administer it, right? Or it'll be a witness, right? Things that will happen to the elect are going to be a witness to everybody, right? Lord willing, we are part of that number. Now, going straight into the testimony and then get a couple of scriptures, right? So I was basically off from work a couple of days, and I went to the doctor just to get a sick note, just for formalities, right? Now, went to the doctor, and I was like, all right, fine. Already here, already spending the money anyway. Just do a basic, just a basic checkup to see what's what. So went ahead, did the checkup. But while I was doing the checkup, one of the things that they check for is like your blood pressure, right? So went ahead doing the blood pressure test, and the nurse was like, whoa, this can't be right. So I was like, what is it? And she's like, based on what I'm seeing here, you should have a stroke. Now bear in mind, Akim, I feel fine, right? I usually when I do a blood pressure test or everything is fine, right? So whereas for the last couple of weeks, well, I think within the previous weeks I've been drinking a lot of herbal teas as well. So I was just thinking that everything was regulated, everything was fine. I felt fine, everything, right? So went ahead, she said, look, let me do it again. So she went ahead, she did it again, she got the same results. So she's like, is there anyone in your family that have high blood pressure? I was like, yes, I have. I know a couple of people that has it. And at the time I was just thinking that maybe it was because I didn't have enough sleep, right? Because previously was helping the brother Tazawar with someone, like basically we were up late, had to leave out early, up early and everything. So I was like, maybe that had something to do with it as well. So I wasn't really too worried until she said, okay, we'll get you to the doctor. Now, bear in mind, this was, I was just going to get a doctor's note based upon formalities, right? So this is going to lead to my first precept, right? For sure that, look, we need to trust in the Most High, and, you have a scripture in Romans that says all things work to the good of them that love the Most High, right? So this is Jeremiah 10 verse 23. O Yahweh, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps, right? And this is true, right? Because as I said, I was just going for just a sick note to give Esau, right? Now, when I went into the room, right, with the doctor and everything, when he saw what was written on the paper, I was like, no, that can't be right. So he went for the pressure tester, and he basically checked it for himself, and it was like, you should have a stroke. So I just started to talk to him, ask him, what does all of this mean, all of that. So long story short, just told me to go home, rest, come back a couple of days, then afterwards you'll find out. I have the days have not expired in which I was supposed to go back to him, or which I'm supposed to go back to him. So when I go back, I'll see how that turns out. But it just goes to show that at times you think you'll be doing one thing, but it's actually the Lord that's leading you, right? And the thing that I see more of a miracle, if they're saying that I should have a stroke but I feel fine, haven't had a stroke, and I pray that I don't get a stroke, right? It is crazy, right? I just say, oh, Tawada Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? And when I was talking to the brothers, they're like, hey, that's crazy, right? That's completely crazy, right? So going to the next precept, this is Proverbs 16, verse 9. It says, a man's heart deviseth his ways, but Yahweh directed its steps. And in these last days, as I say, you have to know that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakak Wadash, is the one that is guiding your steps, right? A leader through all avenues to, in order for you to learn all that needs to be learned, right? In order for you to be delivered, it's not care how it may seem like a scary or very serious situation that you can't get a way out of. The Lord would lead you there for a particular reason. It's just for you to have faith and that know that, look, it's all to your benefit once you have faith, right? And upon thinking upon all of this that has been taking place, there's this scripture that since coming in the truth, it's a scripture that stand out to me a lot, right? In regards to miracles, even when, at times when I think about what if you're getting tortured or anything like that, the scripture always come to mind, right? And just share with you brothers and just know that, look, in whatever you do, have faith in your how Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodash, right? As stated before, this won't be a long video reading this final precept, and hope you brothers are edified, right? This is Mark 16, starting at verse 16. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils, they shall speak with new tongues, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. And the line that always stood out is the line that says, if they drink any deadly thing, right? It shall not hurt them. Whether it won't be easy or try to pour acid down your throat or some form of give something poison we're supposed to have make your body react a certain way. The Lord have the power to make them have no effect, right? As stated, based on what the nurse and the doctor observed, I should have had a stroke. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, up to now, I don't have a stroke. Right? So what if he said these things? What if he said the things to come? Right? It just goes to show that the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai can deliver you out of any situation. And I quoted the precept earlier, but I just feel like it's only right that I get it. Right? As a matter of fact, let me just get it from a physical Bible, right? Seeing I know exactly where it is. Right? This is Romans 8, verse 28, right? And we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh, to them who are called according to his purpose, right? So just giving this short testimony, right? Hope your brothers were edified, and most definitely call halal Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakak Kodash. Also double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, shalom.